morning to you all, and I want to thank you for keeping time and coming in large numbers. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you here as you commemorate the International Anti-Corruption Day today, a day that serves as a powerful reminder of our shared commitment to uphold integrity, transparency, and accountability in our nation.
We want to convey our gratitude to His Excellency the President for his commitment and continuous guidance in the war against corruption. The theme of this year, promoting effective participation of the youth in the war against corruption, recognizes the critical role of involving the youth in actively take lead in the national and community level in anti-corruption efforts. So we are calling upon the youth this time around to take lead. As government and specifically as PPDA, the organization I work for, we reiterate our commitment to the partnership with the anti-corruption agencies and the citizens to ensure public resources are not lost to the corrupt.
What we see today is not just a lack of action, it is the nature of the insurmountable task to fight corruption alone, as one institution, as one body, or even as 5 bodies. The theme for today could not be more timely. Never in the history of our country have the youth been so engaged in the conversation of corruption like in the year 2024. And perhaps in that spirit, it is important that we notice the value of uniting the country against the vice from the most energetic number, which is its young people.
While corruption was previously limited to favors and bribes between few officials, it is now a grand and syndicated corruption where controls are circumvented in a systematic way. In the coming years, anti-corruption agencies are committed to sustaining and enhancing the interventions that have yielded success in combating corruption. The first one is to enhance stakeholder engagement. The other strategy is to enhance investigations and prosecutions of corruption cases and recovery of illicitly acquired wealth.
There is corruption in the private sector as well. Huge corruption in private sector, which also hurts the entire country because it makes Uganda an expensive destination for investors and an expensive economy in which to do business, because the cost of corruption ends up in the price and quality of goods and services, which makes Uganda a less competitive market. The human resource manager in the private sector, the procurement officer in the private sector, the storekeeper in the private sector are all as corrupt as their counterparts in government.
In this fight, I want to highlight a critical yet often underutilized ally, the youth. The demographic offers immense potential to combat corruption as young people bring energy, innovation, and desire for change. However, to enhance the potential, we must promote their effective participation in the war against corruption.
Special thanks go to the IAF institutions for their efforts and collaboration in the fight against corruption. Through our combined effort, we are determined to achieve mindset change, and I therefore appeal to all members of the public and the youth to join this initiative and actively carry out their patriotic right, duty of rejecting and reporting corruption cases.
The theme emphasizes the key role of young people in combating corruption, fostering transparency, and building future in integrity. The NRM government is very committed to ending corruption in Uganda. Uganda commemorating this day demonstrates our commitment to the global fight against corruption and to the principles of integrity, accountability, and transparency. Corruption undermines the rule of law, erodes trust in public institutions, and disproportionately affects vulnerable population, especially the young people who make up 75% of the Uganda's population.